Oh, good.
Oh, good. All right. So I am here with Rashida Strober. Finally getting a chance to meet her. Face to face. We have. She's been on my show twice. Yep. Me and Unique. Yep. Unique should be logging on soon. And you know, there were a few people that didn't get a chance to hear the interview, which they can log on and see. Who is that? See, I can't even see. Because I'm so blind. Heather Shack. Okay, so let me just say something about Heather really quickly. Heather enjoyed you so much the first time that you were on the show. She was actually one of the ones that was like, no, she has to come back. Thank you, Heather, again. So I don't know, Heather, if you have a question, but we don't have a lot of time. But if you don't have a question that you want to pose, I just want to start off with a question that I've asked Rashida a million times before, which is what inspired her to do a dark-skinned woman's revenge. So in case y'all didn't hear the answer on my show, she can answer now.
Yeah, just my life experiences of wanting to tell my truth. That's really wanting to tell my truth.
Hey, Will Smith, you are too light-skinned to even think about playing Serena Williams' father. And to even consider playing Serena Williams' father is darkism. Darkism, darkism, and more darkism. And I'm here to talk about it tonight, y'all, because this is about special requests. And I want to say shout out to the person. I'm going to read your email that you sent me. You asked me to speak on this, and I'm here. The world's first dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the creator, the inventor, the architect of the first lane, the first platform in history for dark skin, known as dark skin activism. I created, for those of you that don't know, I created the first platform for dark skin equality. I'm the world's first dark skin activist. I am the person that brought the entire discussion topic, whatever you want to call it, in regards to what I call darkism. Some people might call it colorism, but I call it darkism. And I'm going to tell you guys tonight why Will Smith playing this role of Serena Williams' dark-skinned father is Darkism, because that's what the dark-skinned activist does. In 1998, just to give y'all a brief history, at St. Petersburg College, I got a chance during Black History Month to speak on any topic I want. And the burning topic, the burning issue that has always plagued me, even when I was a little girl, was this thing about dark skin discrimination. Why was I being treated differently because of my skin tone in comparison to the non-dark skinned people in my family? Darkism has ran rampant throughout my life ever since the day I set face on this earth. My dark skin, my nappy hair, all of that has led to nothing but darkism, and it has manifested in so many more ways than I can count. But basically, it impacts me socially and economically. And tonight, y'all, I want to talk about how Will Smith's darkism is impacting a dark-skinned actor out there in Hollywood or a dark-skinned actor out there in New York. Because see, I know a thing or two about that. Dark-skinned activism. Because I want y'all to get, some of y'all that may have not been watching me, you may not know who I am. I want you to get a brief introduction to what this dark-skinned activist thing is all about. I'm the first artist, the first author, the first actress, the first social commentator to focus my work only on dark skin. And that consists of, as many of you saw in the introduction, my books. I've written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world. And this is what I do. I created the first dark skin platform that focuses on the struggles that dark skinned people face. And as such, that's why I'm here tonight to talk about this, because someone sent me an email. And real quick, I want to just invite you all to, if you want to get more information, those of you that don't know, if you want to get more information about me, here's my website, darkskinactivist.com. And as you can see, I'm the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, the first person in history to be an activist for dark skin. And that includes speaking on darkism that happens in all facets of society. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And tonight is a prime example of how darkism rears its ugly head in the lives of dark-skinned people. And people, so a lot of people are not even paying attention. But let me read to y'all the stop the screen sharing. I want to read to y'all, and I want to shout this person out. I do not know if you want me to mention your name, so I'm not going to say your name, but you did email me and you said, Rashida, you're doing great works, and thank you very much. You said, hi, Rashida, do you think it makes sense that Will Smith should be the one playing the role of Serena Williams' father? Could they be trying to lighten Mr. Williams to downplay the fact that he's dark-skinned and a genius? Yeah. You hit it right on the nail. You hit it right on the nail. And even though people may not see, this is the thing about darkism. And darkism, which is also the title of my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. But darkism simply means the discrimination of dark-skinned people. There's also a term in the book called systemic economic darkism. And by the way, I will come to your organization, your school, to wherever you need and do a darkism talk. I will also be willing to perform one of my plays on dark skin. All you need to do is email me or go to my website, darkskinactivist.com. And I'm also going to be teaching on April 23rd. It's going down. I'm going to be teaching the first Darkism online course where I'm going to break this thing on down. But tonight, I'm going to talk to y'all. There's a term in the book called systemic economic darkism. Systemic economic darkism. I want y'all to remember that term, because by the way, if you take my darkism course, this book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, is required reading. Okay, systemic economic darkism is when a dark-skinned person's is impacted economically. Something happens that leads to a dark-skinned person's discrimination where they're impacted economically. And this is an example of that. I lived out in LA, and I know this is like way back in what, 2005. You understand what I'm saying? All this, the people now that are benefiting, the dark-skinned people now that are benefiting, I could tell you right now, it wasn't like that when I was living out there. I was discriminated against while living in Los Angeles because I'm dark skinned and nappy hair. So the work of dark skin activism and the work that people have done to help these darker skinned actors break through, it was needed because it was very difficult for a dark skinned nappy headed actress to get roles. I remember having an agent tell me to cut off my nappy hair. They would not send me out on auditions because of my I would not get rid of what my sister locks. At the time I had sister locks, and I refused to get rid of my sister locks. You understand what I'm saying? So darkism, hair, make no mistake about it, hair is a part of darkism. So that's just one example right there of how dark-skinned people's life chances, dark-skinned people are impeded economically. Why am I saying this? What does this have to do with Will Smith? And I'm going to address the point that this person made in regards to trying to water down or lighten up the genius, the dark-skinned genius of Serena Williams' father. But let me get back to speaking about systemic economic darkism and how that works. You see, Will Smith, you got light skin privilege. You got light skin privilege, man. This guy has had so much privilege out in Hollywood, so much privilege in the movie and entertainment industry because he has gotten like so many roles, been paid so much money, is wildly famous. And it's in part, Will Smith, due to your light skin. Now, I've seen some of his motivational videos. I've seen some of his motivational videos, y'all. And he does talk about how there was one video where he talked about he's not the most talented person, but he works hard. And I'm not going to sit here and say that you're not a hard worker. That's not the point here. But what you do need to recognize and what you do need to understand, Will Smith, is that a part of your success is your light skin. A part of your success is your light skin. You would not be in the position that you're in had it not been in part for your light skin, especially as an actor in Hollywood. Light-skinned people in Hollywood, y'all get first dibs. It doesn't matter if it's a light-skinned female. It doesn't matter if it's a light-skinned man. Y'all get first dibs. Y'all are seen as more talented. Y'all are seen as more intelligent. Y'all are seen as more easy to work with. Y'all are seen as all the stereotypes that are associated with the proper type of Black person. And it's because of your light skin that comes from the legacy of slavery. So given the fact, Will Smith, and I'm talking to you right now, Will Smith, given the fact that you've been blessed to make millions of dollars, and I don't like how you did dark skin Aunt Bill. I don't like, see, that's darkism. Now that's darkism. Hold up, because my light is going out. No pun intended. No pun intended. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Because I gotta talk about. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Got that light back up in here. I don't like how you did Aunt Viv. Replacing dark skin Aunt Viv with light skin Aunt Viv. Now that's darkism. Now that's darkism. That's what you did. But back to you, Will Smith. You've gotten all these roles. You became super rich and famous. You married light skin. You married a lot of light skin. Your first wife, she was light skin privilege, light skin privilege. Then you talked around and married Jada Pinkett, light skin privilege, because you made sure you kept it all light. You kept it. See, that's the historical legacy. I believe there's a book called People Like Us. I think that's the name of the book. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, where the author, and I'm Googling it right now, People Like Us, where the author talked about the legacy of how light-skinned people kept their privilege within their skin tone. Okay. Looking up the book now, giving you guys a reference so you can go ahead and check that book out. Trying to find the book here. I believe it's called People Like Us. That might be the wrong title of the book, but if you guys know the book that I'm talking about, where this author pretty much talked about Black people, upper middle class Black people, and their privilege based on their skin. So that's another example of your darkism, where Will Smith, you made for damn sure that you kept all the money. You kept all the money that you were making. You became rich and famous and wealthy, but you made sure that what you did was that you kept all the money in your skin tone. And for those of you that don't know how Will Smith's wife looked, which you should know, because Jada Pinkett Smith is very famous as well. She's a famous, and she is a very talented actress. You're a very talented actress, Jada Pinkett. But one thing I will say that I don't like about what you're doing, I don't like the fact that you decided that you're going to enter into the YouTube type blogosphere where you have this little round table discussion, and you're entering into that market where YouTube has been a market for people, the smaller people like me that are not famous, to be able to come out and talk about our talents and share our gifts with the world. You already have a platform, but you're coming in and you say you wanting dibs on the YouTube market, on the blogosphere. See, this is selfish, y'all. I could be here all night talking about how darkism rears its ugly head and how darkism allows for people like Jada Pinkett Smith and her husband to use their privilege to take from people, because you're taking market share. You're taking you are. I mean, that's just, y'all could be mad. I'm not here to please people. Y'all already know the dark-skinned activist is not here to please people. The dark-skinned activist is here to tell the truth. So here's, for those of you that don't know, here's Jada Pinkett Smith. As you can see, she's light-skinned. She's light-skinned. He kept it light. He kept all the money and all the privilege light. He did not, and here's his first wife. There she go. As you guys can see clearly, both of them are light-skinned. And again, this is indicative of the fact that historically, if we go back to, especially after the Reconstruction era, and actually prior to, we see a pattern of Black people, mixed race people. Some people call them Black mulattoes, light-skinned people that Black people would consider Black, but were really mixed race or mulatto, where they would intermarry to keep their wealth within their skin tone to continue light skin privilege. Okay. So Will Smith, you've been in all these blockbuster movies. You have accumulated a ton of money and fame. You are world famous, but you want more. It's not enough. It's not enough. You want more. And just like Zoe Saldana, I hope I'm saying her name right, that decided that she was going to go play the dark-skinned Nina Simone, you're selfish. You don't deserve to play Serena Williams' father. You don't deserve it. Because, see, I would make the argument here that under darkism, and let's go and take a look at how Serena Williams' father looks. Phenotypically, they obviously look nothing alike. Let's do a back and forth. See, they look nothing alike. Phenotypically. Y'all see that? This dark-skinned man, and I can see it on his face, another stereotype that people will put onto dark-skinned people, and I talk about it in my book. I speak on it in my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. People will speak on how angry a dark-skinned person looks, how mad, how bitter. You know what I'm saying? And these are the stereotypes that Serena Williams' father, Richard Williams, has suffered as a dark-skinned man. And no, if you say that it's not because he's dark-skinned, you're a liar. You're not telling the truth. You're in darkism denial. And I'm not going to let you do that. So Will Smith, with his happy-go-lucky ass, because he's very happy-go-lucky, you don't have the same life experiences of what Richard Williams had to go through as a dark-skinned Black man. Your performance wouldn't even be authentic to me. so many darkism facets here till it's not even funny. And I understand that you're an actor because I'm a performer too. But I also look at what's fair. No pun intended. No pun intended. I look at what is fair, what is upright, what is moral. I look at justice. And you don't have no right, light-skinned Will Smith, with all your privilege, with the wrong skin tone, to play Richard Williams. Now, if you was a just individual, and I would respect you if you did this, if you would flip it and say, you know what? I've had this great, stellar, wonderful career. I got all this money. I've had 2 light-skinned wives. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pass the baton to a dark-skinned, up-and-coming actor or somebody that's been in the industry for years and ain't got their chance. Because I'm one of those people. See, I can speak on this from that level too, because I'm an actor. And it's very difficult. You can be the most talented actor in the room, and because of whatever politics that are involved, still not get the role. This is the reason why I create my own opportunities. And it's one of the reasons why I've developed the performing arts around dark-skinned activism, to create my own, because that's what dark-skinned people have to do sometimes. We have to make our own way. Shout out to Oprah Winfrey, because she's one of the dark-skinned people that did that. She did that, and I respect her. But back to you, Will Smith. The right thing to do, the moral thing to do, if you were really against darkism, would be to pass the baton on and let a dark-skinned brother get that shine and get that money, instead of trying to grab and hog up all the money, grab and hog up all the fame, because that's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. And back to, let me get back to the email that this person sent me. Get back to the email that this person sent me. Okay. Where you spoke about, let me go back to your email, because you made a very important point. You said, could they be trying to lighten Mr. Williams to downplay the fact that he is dark-skinned and a genius? Yes. And see, that's the darkism. Using a using a light-skinned man to play a dark-skinned man who had to struggle and fight and work their motherfucking ass off to get what they got is darkism. And that's what I'm fighting against here, because this ain't the first time you did this, Will Smith. Hold up. I was pissed off when you played this gentleman. You didn't deserve hold on. You did not deserve to play this gentleman. And some of y'all know who I'm finna say. Hold on, let me share my screen. Hold on. This was another casting based on darkism, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I don't know how it went down, but I'm not speaking for Chris Garner, who I love. I love your story. But Will Smith, you didn't deserve. You don't even look at Chris Garner. Look at how handsome he is. I'm sorry, but you don't even look better than him. This guy, he's too handsome for you to play. Sorry. You don't even, y'all, look at how handsome this man is. Look at how handsome this dark-skinned man is. And you mean to tell me that you had to go get, you had to go get Will Smith to play him, who don't even much look nothing like him? Is you serious? Is you serious, y'all? This is a joke. This is a joke. They laughing. They think it's a joke too, y'all. They're laughing. Now, Muhammad Ali, yeah. Shout out to Jared. Shout out to my assistant tonight. I got my assistant in here tonight who has been helping me with some things. Shout out to you. As Jerry just pointed out, he did play Muhammad Ali. You did. Okay, you did that. You did that, Will Smith. That was a proper casting. Hold on. Let me Google that. Hold on, y'all. He played Will Smith, Muhammad Ali. Now that was a proper casting. And the reason that was a proper casting is because, y'all are both light-skinned. You look alike. So why can't a dark-skinned man play a dark-skinned character and get that money? Just like you was able to show your talents, your brilliance when you played the great Muhammad Ali. So why you got to hog up all the dark-skinned men? You don't even look nothing like Chris Gardner. And a side note, you don't look better than him. You don't look as good as he does to play him. Serena Williams' father, you look nothing like him. You cannot carry the depth, in my humble opinion, of this man's struggle. Look at that black man right there, that dark-skinned, handsome black man with his beautiful dark-skinned daughter. Serena Williams, you wouldn't be rich and famous. I know you married to that white dude. I know you married to them. I know what y'all do. Do what you do. I hesitate to talk bad about Serena Williams because I think she's a good, decent person. I met her before a long time ago, and she was very kind to me. I don't want to talk bad about her because I like Serena Williams. But Serena Williams, what you did was darkism as well. Okay, look at your dark-skinned father. Your dark-skinned father is the reason why you're rich and famous, you and your sisters. It wasn't no white man that got up and taught you tennis like that and put you on like that. It wasn't no white man that put blood, sweat, and tears and believed it. It wasn't. Y'all could be mad with the dark-skinned activists. I don't care. I'm here to spit the dark-skinned activist facts like I've been doing since 1998. Don't ever get it stuck. I've been the dark-skinned activist since 1998. Don't ever get it twisted. And one of y'all listening, don't ever get it twisted. Will Smith, you don't have the depth. You don't have the depth and the intensity to play this dark-skinned man, to really showcase his vulnerability, his brilliance, his highs, his lows, his persistence, his love for his daughter. You don't have that. You don't have it. Leave it alone, Will Smith. Leave it alone. Real quick, I want to let everybody know I'm going to be teaching the first ever online Darkism course. And if you really want to get down into the meat of what Darkism is, I mean the nitty gritty, as they say, as the old folks say, they say the nitty, you want to get down to the nitty gritty of it. If you really want to get down to the nitty gritty of what Darkism is and what Darkism ain't and how it impacts the human population globally, I need you to sign up to take this course. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and place the link in the description box or in the chat box here, y'all. I'm putting it there right now. And you guys can go ahead and get your tickets, get your tickets. I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it. All these people on here tonight, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share this video because it needs to be shared. Will Smith, you don't deserve to play this role. Also, I want to encourage you all to go ahead and to make a donation to the Dark Skin Activist Tour. I'm currently on tour. I'm always on tour. Last year, I was able to produce a show. It was the very first time I did a live stream pay-per-view, but it costs money, y'all. So I'm always in need of funds to continue to produce the Dark Skin Activist Tour. And Will Smith, what you should do, here's what you should do to help dark-skinned people. Go to my GoFundMe, or you can go to my PayPal and make a donation. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and put the links right in the chat box. For those of you that want to make a donation, you can, once again, you can go to my GoFundMe. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I get it in there. Or you can go to my PayPal. I think I got it in there. I hope I got it in there. Let me scroll on down. Because sometimes, okay, there we go. It's in there. All right. Yes, Shay 91. I'm sorry, Will Smith, but Chris Gardner does look better than you. He does look better than you. I'm sorry. I just find him more attractive. And it's not necessarily because he's dark skinned. It's just because he actually looks better than you. But the thing is, I think that Will Smith, you're being selfish. You're being these big Hollywood stars that, especially the light skinned ones, that done made it, that be done made it. That got their money. They know that they've been able to use their privilege. Move over. Give a dark-skinned sister a chance. Give a dark-skinned brother a chance. And having a Lupita is not enough. One dark-skinned person, because I know what some of y'all will come up and say, oh, we got Lupita. Or what other dark-skinned? Oh, we got, give me a dark-skinned man we got. Give me a dark-skinned man we got out there that's acting. what's that dark skinned guy name that everybody really, well, Denzel Washington. Hey Atlantis, hey everybody. What's that other, hey, what's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. That Idris Elba. Thank you, Sagittarius Play. Thank you. Listen, those are tokens. Those are Morris Chestnut. Morris Chestnut been around for like so long. Let me tell y'all something. Those are tokens. Those are tokens. Yes, Idris, he's fine. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you no lie. The man is good looking, but they tokens. Give more dark-skinned women and men a chance. That is what I advocate for. And again, coming from an artistic perspective, knowing how hard it is, you understand what I'm saying? For a dark-skinned man and a dark-skinned woman to make it in Hollywood, to make it in LA, move out the way and give a dark-skinned person a chance. Give an up-and-coming dark-skinned person a chance. That's who need to play that role, not you. Not you. Again, you got all the money, you got the fame. How much more do you want? How much more do you? They want the whole damn world. They want it all. You want to usurp every damn thing. It's so unfair. I ain't gonna say this person's name. I'm not gonna say your name, but it just reminds me of this story. And real quick, y'all, I talked about, I mentioned my book, Token Dark Girl. Token Dark Girl. I'm going to share my screen real quick because I want to share with you guys and let you know, for those of you that don't know, I have written more books on dark skin than any human being on earth. One of my books is called Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. And I want to let everybody know that I will come to your organization, to your school, your college, your university, your church, and talk about Darkism or perform one of my dark skin plays. All you need to do is contact me by going to my website, darkskinactivist.com. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see my email address right there, which is darkskinisbeautifulcampaign@gmail.com. And I will come and I will speak more in depth on Darkism and the legacy of dark skin activism and what I have created. And here's some more information on my website, Dark Skin Activist, that you can go and read in your spare time. But the book Token Dark Girl, it speaks about how every few years, a dark skinned person, in particular, a dark skinned female, is allowed to be the It Dark Girl of the Moment. That's why I titled the book Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. And I'm going to say this right here. This is very important because I have people that have watched me and plagiarized my work. I do not mind people quoting me, but make sure you don't plagiarize. This is my intellectual property. It is copywritten with the United States Copyright Office. The concept in this book deals with tokenism. And so when I speak about Idris Elba and people like Lupita Nyong'o, those people are tokens and they're not enough. It's not enough to have one or two dark-skinned people to have an opportunity to shine. It has to be more. So here's an opportunity right here for Will Smith. This is an opportunity for Will Smith to step back, take a step back, take a look at your career, take a look at all the things that you have accomplished, and say, you know what? I'm going to let a dark-skinned brother take on this role. A dark-skinned, maybe a dark-skinned unknown. I would say let the person be unknown, because I know that there are literally thousands of super-duper talented actors, actresses out there who have not gotten their chance, okay? Don Cheadle, Ray Dale Brown, you said Don Cheadle, somebody mentioned Danny Glover. Those people are great, but I would actually advocate that it be an unknown person. Okay, because again, I'm looking at it from the perspective of the tokens, as well as not just darkism and light skin privilege, that these lighter skinned actors come along and usurp the roles of dark skinned characters or dark skinned people in history that have made a difference, like Richard Williams, Serena Williams' dad. I'm also looking at it from the perspective of dark-skinned performers who don't get the chance. we always see the same people recycled over and over and over again. It shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way. It shouldn't be that way. And I'm not gonna advocate for the same actors to come along and fill these roles. I'm just not gonna advocate for it, because we need to do better than that. And here's your chance, Will Smith. Here is your chance to say, I'm not going to continue the legacy of Darkism in Hollywood. I'm going to stop this. I'm not going to continue. Yes, some of them are Shay 91. I would have to agree with you. I would have to agree with you because of this constant thirst for fame, and this constant, I think it has a lot to do with the way that the society in America is structured, with this individualistic attitude. Everything is about me, 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 me. I want to be seen. I want the limelight. I want all the money. I want all the fame. This type of culture is encouraged in America. It's not a situation where people share. It's not an egalitarian type of society. That's not what America is. It's an individualistic, capitalistic society. I understand what we're dealing with, but I also believe that we can create our own brand of egalitarianism within a capitalist, individualistic society if we wanted to. And that's why I'm saying, Will Smith, here's your chance to not be selfish, to not take advantage of this. I don't think it's an opportunity. I just think you're just using your light skin privilege, using your star power. I'm Will Smith to usurp this very meaty role in Hollywood. And whether you like Richard Williams or not, whatever, it doesn't matter how you feel about this man. The fact is, this is a meaty role for an actor to play. This is the type of role that could get a really talented actor an Oscar. Okay, this is that type of role, because Richard Williams has the right actor to come along and play him. Man, it's Oscar potential. Oscar potential. And I just feel that an up-and-coming unknown actor deserves their chance. I remember my favorite actress on the planet. To me, she's the most talented actress. And it's not because she's dark-skinned. It's because, and I've said this before, some of y'all might know who I'm finna say. Viola Davis is hands down the best actress, black actress, white actress that I've ever watched on screen. Her performances are just, she doesn't try to act. She's not being hyped up. She has that raw, real, artistic that you just look at and you be like, you're blown away. That's the only actress that I could truly say that has it. Sorry. I know y'all got y'all favorites, but Viola Davis is one of those super gifted people that doesn't try. She doesn't act, she is. And when you just are, that's called being brilliant. Okay. And it's just not a lot of actors in Hollywood, no matter how they try to hype them up, that can do what she does. It's just not. I haven't seen it. But the fact is, I like Angela Bassett, but Viola Davis is hands down my favorite. She just has, again, it's an artistic authenticity that's there, that's not forced. It's just there. And as a performer, as an actor, when you see it, you know it, you feel it, and it's just the person don't have to do nothing extra. You just can clearly see the brilliance, and that's the end of the story. That's what she has. But Viola Davis, for so long, she worked in Hollywood unknown. Nobody knew who she was. And then she came along in probably the most brilliant role, in my humble opinion, that a black actress has had in a long time, in that movie Doubt. She only had, I believe, one scene, and it knocked everything out the wind. It was over. That's probably the best damn acting scene I ever saw in my life. And it was just only like maybe no more than 5 minutes. Brilliant. But what if she never got her chance? You see what I'm saying? What if she never got her chance to prove herself and show her talent to the world? this is what I'm saying. Now, there might be some actresses out there that's greater than Viola. I ain't seen them yet, but I would like to see it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not, even though Viola Davis is my favorite, I still don't want the tokens. I don't want the tokens. I want there to be opportunities that come along for any dark-skinned actress or actor to prove themselves, because it's all about proving yourself. You should have a chance to prove yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Not just talk about, prove yourself. But if you can't get the opportunity to prove yourself, then how is the world going to know what you got? How is the world going to know what you got? You understand what I'm saying? So where the darkism comes in, and where the alleviation of darkism, should I say, comes in, is where a role comes up for a dark-skinned character, a person based on a real person that's a meaty role, a meaty, mighty role. Like Richard Williams, move out the way, Will Smith. You had your chance with Muhammad Ali. You was brilliant with Muhammad Ali. I'm not going to lie. I'll give you your credit where it's due. I'm not a hater. If I see somebody, I don't care if you're light-skinned, dark-skinned, white, if I see a brilliant performance, I'm going to give you your credit. I don't care what color you are. What I respect is raw, unadulterated talent. And I ain't talking about bandwagon hype, because I don't jump on bandwagons. I don't do that. So we might disagree on who's good and who's not. I go off of what I like. So Will Smith was absolutely brilliant playing Muhammad Ali. He was great. But I mean, you were miscast for Chris Garner. That could have been a potentially Oscar-winning role for a dark-skinned actor. You were miscast. You should not have been in that role. So all I'm saying is be fair, no pun intended. Be fair. Move out the way. Let a dark-skinned brother come through. Let a dark-skinned sister come through, again, to prove themselves. When you know that the opportunities are sparse, they can try to throw these dark-skinned, these token dark-skinned people in our face all they want to. But we know, we performers, we actors, we know that the opportunities are still sparse on a whole. So it's not enough. It's not enough. So back up, Will Smith. Just back up. Back up. Ron Eccles, that's not true. You're not being honest. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. You said there are more dark-skinned movie stars than light-skinned movie stars. Shaking my head. That's not true. Yes, Hattie McDaniel. Hattie McDaniel is probably the greatest of all time because she was the first Black woman to win an Oscar. I would still consider her to be a token dark girl. In my book, I actually wrote about her as one of the token dark girls, but she's definitely is one of the greatest of all times. And I loved her in Gone with the Wind. I've seen Gone with the Wind more times than I could count. I got a great deal of respect for Hattie McDaniel because she set the foundation. She set if there's no Hattie McDaniel, there is no Viola Davis. And as much as I love me some Viola, and I think that she's number one, just based on raw, unadulterated talent alone. She could get on stage by herself and act, and I'll be happy. I don't even need nobody else on the stage. But Hattie McDaniel laid the foundation. Like Hattie McDaniel is the GOAT. That's just what it is. And anybody that don't think so, you're crazy and you're disrespectful. But the thing is, we need more. We need more. And again, when roles come up like this, when meaty roles come up like this, that could go to a dark-skinned person, move out the way and let that dark-skinned person play that role. I think that going back to Lupita Nyong'o, who I also talk about in my book, Token Dark Girl, Lupita Nyong'o, I heard a couple of reports that people sent me about her being cast in, I believe it's Charlie's Angels. Lauryn Hill set the tone for that because Lauryn Hill, I believe 10, 15 years ago, when the movie came out, a role was offered to Lauryn Hill, but she turned it down. So we need more lanes being opened up for dark-skinned people, more opportunities. It's simply not enough. And when I see light-skinned actors like Zoe, who I do think is selfish, I agree with you, Shay 91, like Will Smith that selfishly decide that they're going to take on this role because they want more fame, because that's what it's all about. They want more fame. They want more praise. They want more money. How much more can you have? That's the question. How much more? When you drop dead and you leave this earth, you can't take none of this shit with you. When you're dead and gone and you're in the ground and your ass is buried 6 feet under and you disintegrate, you can't take none of the money and the fame with you. You can't. But what you will have done is you will have left some type of impact. And you have to think about, especially if you're alive and in a position of power and wealth, what type of impact and legacy are you leaving behind? Are you going to leave behind an impact and legacy of being selfish? And I took from a darker skinned man or woman who could have blew up off of this economically as well as fame wise. Is that the legacy that you want to leave? You don't have the right to play the role. And if I will tell y'all this, if he does decide to play the role, I will be personally boycotting the movie. And it's, you know, people can say what they want. You can say, oh, you hate light-skinned people, which I don't. What I hate is privilege and unfairness. I will boycott the movie simply because I believe it's unfair and I believe it's darkism. I believe it's systemic economic darkism and selfishness for Will Smith, who has all this money and fame, to take on the role of a dark-skinned man, an oppressed dark-skinned man, and that role could have went to an unknown dark-skinned man who could have garnered wealth and fame from it. I will be protesting that. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank y'all for taking the time to watch tonight. I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and go to my GoFundMe or go to my PayPal and make a donation. Also, I want to let you guys know that I will be doing my Darkism online course. It is the first online Darkism course ever created in history. Yes, I decided that I wanted to, you know, teach the details of what Darkism is for those that really want to gain an in-depth understanding of Darkism. So that's going to be going down on April 23rd. I'm putting the link in the description box for the course. All you have to do is go ahead and go to that link and get your virtual ticket. Anybody, anywhere in the world can watch. It doesn't matter where you're at in the world. You can come and take my course on Darkism. Also, I'm constantly on the Dark Skin Activist tour that features my one-woman play and my other artistic endeavors. And so I am always in need of funding. And Will Smith, if you are watching, please make a donation because my goal is to raise $1 million. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now with you guys. And we're going to go to my GoFundMe page. I just put the information. I put the link in the chat box. The link is always in the description box below to the video. And for those of you that would like to bypass GoFundMe because you want me to get all the money, you can go directly to my PayPal. My PayPal email address is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, that's icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And you guys could go directly there and you can go ahead and make a donation at my PayPal. Now, once again, the funds go towards me producing the Dark Skin Activist Tour. I am continuously on tour. And the Dark Skin Activist Tour is something that I have been doing since 2006. And it features my dark skin plays and my other dark skin creative works. And of course, it costs money. So I have to pay for things like venue costs, travel costs, you know, all the production costs that are associated with producing a play or a live performance. So I'm asking everyone that's in the sound of my voice to go ahead and make a donation to the Dark Skin Activist Tour to help me to continue to keep the tour going. Okay, very, very, very important. And once again, I want to encourage you guys to make sure you share this video. Make sure you like this video, because this needs to be said. This, you know, speaking out on darkism, a lot of people, they get upset with me. They act like they don't understand. You know, they act like when I talk about dark skin discrimination, I've been accused of everything from not liking light skinned people, which is absolutely one of the most ridiculous things that I've ever heard. You can't say that a person doesn't like someone simply because they are speaking out on injustice that may have occurred surrounding particular individuals. Instead of examining what I'm saying, really looking at the facts of what I'm saying and asking yourself, okay, what are the details? What are the facts? Is this true? Is what she's saying, is it true? People don't want to do that. Instead, they would rather say you're jealous, or you're a hater, or you don't like light-skinned people. I've been accused of this ever since I started dark skin activism, but I won't stop, because I know that what I'm saying, what I'm teaching, my commentary is desperately needed. I was the first person in history to bring the issues of dark skin, colorism, darkism to the internet. Even though people don't want to give credit for it, even though people have plagiarized my work, the fact remains, I am the first person to bring this topic to the internet so that it's even a topic of discussion. Because it's needed. Why did it strike such a nerve? Because people know it's the big elephant in the room. If you haven't gotten my book, by the way, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, you really need to read this book. That's why I'm letting everybody also know you really need to take the course. If you decide that you want to take the course, just make sure, hold on one second, you guys. If you decide that you want to take the course, you will have to read the book prior to taking the course. So that's very important. And the reason why I, of course, require that people read the book, so that you will come in with a foundational understanding of what darkism is. The more you read and understand, the better you will be in a position to be able to solve the problem. So make sure you get my book. Once again, sign up for my Darkism course that's coming up on April 23rd. You're going to enjoy the course. Like I said, anybody, anywhere in the world can take this course, because it's a virtual course. It's online. Also, I want to remind you guys to share the links and share the information with other people, because this message of darkism, about darkism, needs to get out, because this is the first time that this form of discrimination has been articulated. This is the first time we talk about darkism. We've talked about this. We've heard about dark skin discrimination, but this is the first time through this book, Darkism, my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, and through my courses that I'm offering on it, it's the first time this form of discrimination has been articulated. So where, and I had somebody tell me this about maybe 3 years ago. They would say, you know what, I've been going through this, but I never knew it was a thing called, you know, darkism. That's what this is. I know I wasn't crazy. Somebody actually told me this that came to one of my plays. And I said, yeah, right then I knew that I was doing the right thing by creating this paradigm of darkism to articulate the very unique struggles that dark-skinned people face. Okay, so once again, make sure you share this video. Make sure you like this video, very important. And make sure you attend the class on April 23rd. April 23rd. Once again, it's a virtual class. I'm sorry, y'all, I got a little cold. Anybody in the world can take this class. And also make sure you support the Dark Skin Activist Tour. I'm going to go ahead and post the link one more time in the chat box, and all of the links can be found. All of the links to the courses, to my GoFundMe, to my PayPal, you know, if you want to make that donation, everything can be found in the description box of the video once I leave it up. Okay. Thank you very much, the O Negative. I want to say thank you. Rashida Strober side, nigga. You crazy? Oh my God. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you. The negative O, he said, peace, queen. I support you 100%. You're being amazing in the name of dark skin as usual. Boy, thank you. I've been doing this from 98 and I'm never going to stop. That's one thing about it. I've been touring. I've been lecturing in the community for years and I brought it online and this is historic. The first person to ever do it. And I just want to thank y'all for taking the time to listen to what I have to say tonight about Will Smith's Darkism. And don't watch the movie. If Will Smith cannot see the darkism in him portraying Richard Williams, then we shouldn't go and support the movie because it's not going to be authentic. South Florida in the building. Rashida Strober side nigga, he said South Florida in the building. We should support the movie. It's not authentic. It's not real. I mean, just think about this from a logical standpoint. Shouldn't a dark-skinned man play Richard Williams? It's only right. Just like if a dark-skinned man played Muhammad Ali, I would have been like, no. See, I'm fair. No pun intended. I would have been like, no, that's a miscasting. Get somebody that looks like Muhammad Ali. Thank you, Shay 91. Don't watch it. Get some. I would have said the same thing. I would say, I wouldn't have been like, oh, you know, it's okay for this dark-skinned dude to get up there, talk about he the greatest. No, go sit down somewhere. Same thing. I'm not going to sit here and say that Will Smith, that it's appropriate for you to sit there and play this dark-skinned man. I'm not going to say that. You don't deserve to play him, Will Smith. You don't. And yes, I will tell you this to your face. I will tell the dark-skinned activist will tell you this. This is not just me sitting back behind a computer screen talking on the internet. Let me tell y'all something. Anything I say on this screen, trust and believe I will say this to somebody's face because he needs to be told to his face. He needs to be told the error of his ways. You need to be told. It's not right. It's not morally right. You're taking food and money, fame, credibility out of the mouth of a dark-skinned person. It's not right. Y'all know this ain't morally right. Y'all got a brain to think. Y'all got a brain to critically sit down and think about this. Even if you're not in the acting community, even if you're not out there in Hollywood, a struggling actor or actress that's looking for that meaty role that'll blow you up and take you to the next level, you can still understand what I'm saying. From the perspective of Will Smith being this already wealthy, rich, and famous man, it's not right, Will Smith. It's not right. You don't deserve. I'm saying deserve. You don't deserve to play this role. You don't. You don't. So much unfairness, y'all, in this life that we live in. And that's why when I talk about you can't take this with you, all you can leave is a legacy. You're going to continue to contribute to the unfairness, Will Smith. That's going to be your legacy. When it's all said and done, when you look back at all your movie credits, will you look at it and say, you know what, I made a difference because I had the decency and the heart and the humanity to say, I'm not going to take out of the mouth of a dark-skinned actor. I'm going to give back. This is my way of giving back. You can't take that shit with you when you're dead and gone. You can't. I don't give a fuck how rich and famous you are. You can't take it with you. But what you can do is leave behind destruction, a destructive legacy, a selfish legacy. But the question is, do these people even care? And we're going to know. We're going to find out, Will Smith. We're going to find out if you really care or not. We're going to find out if you give a... I'm trying not to cuss. I be trying not, but sometimes it can make me so mad when I sit here and I think about the unfairness, the injustice that comes along with darkism. For people that be lying on me, talk about, oh, you hate light-skinned people. You're lying. You're a darkist. Because what I hate, what I can't stand is unfairness. It's not right. Give a dark-skinned person their fair shake. That's all I'm saying. Give a dark-skinned person their fair shake. Just like you got your fair shake with playing Muhammad Ali. You got your fair shake. You got your shine. give a dark-skinned person their fair chance. That's all I'm saying. It's about fairness at the end of the day. It's about fairness. Shay 91, I believe every bit of it. Shout out to Mr. Haley. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Thank you for watching. Once again, I'm asking y'all to share the video. Asking y'all to like the video. And I'm also, because a lot of y'all have not donated, y'all need to make a donation. Boom, I just put the PayPal link there. And I put the GoFundMe link there. The funds go towards me producing my Dark Skin Activist Tour, which features my dark skin shows. Also, I want to invite everyone to take my Darkism class that's going down on April 23rd. Okay. So I'm going to put that link. All these links are, 1 second. All these links. Oh, what's up? What's up, Dante? Hey. Oh my God. All the links are below in the description box, right? And so you guys can just go to the description box. Y'all can find the links to my Darkism course and also to my GoFundMe and to my PayPal and all that information, because I'm going to be coming at y'all with another show. I got a new show that I wrote. I might be releasing that. And I want to say thank you for stopping by, because I ain't seen you in a long time, and I hope you're doing okay. But anyway, yeah, I'm still producing my shows. So make sure y'all go ahead and make that donation. Make that donation. And I want to thank y'all sincerely for taking the time to watch and listen to what I have to say, because this needs to be said. Will Smith, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. I wish I didn't have such a cold tonight, y'all, but I do got a cold. I know some of y'all could hear that coming through my voice, but it's all good, because I have said exactly what needs to be said.
See, we don't make sure, none of us sleep, obviously, because we're all a little goofy. But again, you're in town. You got your one woman play tonight.
Yes.
And you are what you describe yourself as, a dark skin activist. Can you explain to myself and our audience, what is a dark skin activist?
Absolutely. I'm the dark-skinned activist.
Okay.
And, no, I don't say that out of arrogance. I say it because people did not believe in what I'm doing. They thought it in fact, all over social media, people said, what the hell is a dark-skinned activist? Mm-hmm. They still say it.
Right.
What are you talking about? This is crazy. But what dark-skinned activism came out of is my own life experience. Yes. Experiencing what I call darkism. I wrote a book of the same title called Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And what that basically is dark skin discrimination. And I honed in specifically on dark skin, because people said, look, you need to just stick with black people. That's colorism. I created a new paradigm to speak specifically about what dark skinned people go through that's swept underneath the rug. And so I'm from the South, and darkism is thick and heavy down South. Right. So what it consists of is, of course, the racism that started out of European colonialism and expansionism that led to slavery, and then that led to colorism and darkism. So it's dark skin discrimination.
So when I think of, again, you let me know if I'm right or wrong here, when I think of what a dark skin activist is needed, is really kind of geared toward us, because if we're dealing with racism with white and black racism, it doesn't matter if you're high yellow like Albie Shore or you're dark like Yappy Kodo. But when it comes to activism, it seems like it's more internal racism, you know, where, light-skinned person feels they're better because they're light-skinned, or they have the curly hair, similar to School Days, what Spike Lee made many years ago. So on the bees and the jigaboo. Right, exactly. So when we talk about the discrepancy between light and dark, give me some examples growing up in Florida, South. And that the area you live in could be a little aggressive. I won't just keep it like that. But talk about some experiences you've had that has led you to have this fight against, black on black racism.
Oh man, absolutely. I got a lot of stories. I might be here all day, but
we got time for it.
In my family.
Break it down.
In my family. And I want to say shout out to my cousin Jamisa. She's light skinned. Let me just preface it with saying I have an aunt who will always tell me that my great grandmother is Indian. Right. And my cousin took on, while I have the high cheekbones, my high cheekbones and broad nose, which is Indian characteristics, look manly. they've said this, but my cousin, she took on the good characteristics, the good hair, the light skin, and so therefore she got better treatment. She got told she was beautiful, she got money, she got attention, all the things that a child, especially a girl, would want growing up. She got it, I didn't. That's darkism in my family. And they'll tell you, oh no, this didn't happen. But let me tell you something, it happened. Okay. In St. Petersburg, there's a lot of Chinese restaurants, a lot of Chinese, Indian establishments and whatnot. Every time I go into one of these establishments, I experience what's called darkism. Meaning I get in line, this happened about 3 weeks ago. I got in line at a Chinese restaurant to get my aunt, the same aunt who brags about my Indian grandma. She asked me to go get her some food. I'm standing in line. A light-skinned black woman walks in and they take her before me. This has happened to me so many times that I can't count. Went into an Indian establishment, same exact thing happens. So down south, it's like the darker you are, you're not going to get the same level. Even with black people, you can walk into a store and a black cashier is taking care of a non-black person. They're all happy. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. As soon as you get up there, they got attitude. It's like, you can be nice. Hi, how you doing? They got attitude. Those are the types of things that I refer to in my book as darkism. Those are the types of things, that's the big elephant in the room that's been swept under the rug among black people that nobody wants to talk about. So I said I'm going to blow the issue up because people are saying, I'm tired of you talking about dark skin in my family. This
All right, so I am here with Rashida Strober, finally getting a chance to meet her face to face. We have, she's been on my show twice. Me and Unique. Unique should be logging on soon. And, you know, there were a few people that didn't get a chance to hear the interview, which they can log on and see. Who is that? See, I can't even see. Because I'm so what? Heather Shack. Okay, so let me just say something about Heather really quickly. Heather enjoyed you so much the first time that you were on the show. She was actually one of the ones that was like, no, she has to come back. Thank you, Heather. And so I don't know, Heather, if you have a question, but we don't have a lot of time. But if you don't have a question that you want to pose, I just want to start off with a question that I've asked Rashida a million times before, which is what inspired her to do a dark-skinned woman's revenge. So in case y'all didn't hear the answer on my show, she can answer now.
Just my life experiences of wanting to tell my truth. That's really wanting to tell my truth.